My Hero Academia, Chapter 214, titled Our Battle Royale. I love this cover page as it serves as a continuation to the original kind of RPG AU cover page we saw so long ago, where Horikoshi had really outdone himself and had even become one of the endings to the anime as well, with a more elaborate plot and so on and so forth. I also love the fact that in that cover page, All Might was wielding this gigantic Buster Sword, much like Cloud Strife. But here, it's broken into two pieces and being wielded by Deku and Bakugo. So I love that little parallel. Not to mention Todoroki having the monstrous form and all that good stuff. It's just a very interesting and involved little piece of artwork that it really tells a little bit of a story, and I wonder if we'll actually get to see a little bit more of everyone's favorite little headcanon side story, as it were. But as the chapter proper starts off, we see that Vlad King is taken aback by the fact that Aizawa has decided that everyone should be allowed to continue to fight this battle and see where it goes, to truly test their skills, because the kids deserve this. They deserve to really understand where they are lacking and where they should have a little bit more improvement. Aizawa is a teacher first and foremost, and he doesn't want to take this away from the children. Meanwhile, as the power struggle goes on between Deku and the others, he really doesn't want to, use his powers too much against Shinso. He ends up losing in a contest of strength against Shinso because he doesn't want his quirk to just go raging out of control. So he decides he's going to fight quirkless for the most part, just because he wants to have a better grasp on the situation. Meanwhile, as the fight between 1A and 1B continues, in comes a strike from Twin Impact, only for Mineta to come in, saving Mina from the attack. However, unfortunately, it's just a way of him to be just blown back into Mina's titties. But I can understand this, she's a very buxom young lady, so. But he's still trash. It's just like, you look all you want, but don't be a freaking perv, man. No, that's sexual harassment. Stop that. But Mineta's abilities, where he's put out a ton of his little great balls, and since he doesn't stick to them, he's put out so many of them all over the area. So Mina takes him, throws him, and he starts bouncing around across the area, creating this kind of impossibility for the Class 1B to actually gain ground, as they don't know where to go or what to do with Mineta just bouncing all over the place. They're kind of trapped in a sea of Mineta. Meanwhile, Monoma is on the attack, going in hard and using the strike he did against Izuku in order to try to use Izuku's own abilities against him. Which Izuku is taken back. It's just like, oh no, he's going to use one for all, only for Monoma to be unable to unleash any form of power. So it shows that it's skin contact and the natural abilities that allow Izuku to be able to do what it's the power within. So it shows that it's not a fully connective power, that Monoma is unable to unleash the power in a way that Izuku would be able to. You know, it's not that same kind of connection. It's not inherent to his DNA, basically. So it shows that it won't be passed on. If Zuko were to have children while still having one for all, it wouldn't be passed on in any way, shape, or form. So that's an interesting little tidbit here as well. But as Shinso goes in to try to save Monoma, in comes Zuko taking the capture cloth and trying to wrap Monoma in it. Shinso in the capture cloth. We also see a bit of a flashback where Shinso was trying to train with the capture cloth and Aizawa as a whole, with the explanation that it took Aizawa 5 years to learn how to use the capture cloth. But has the advantage of the fact that Aizawa was self-taught, whereas Shinso is being taught by someone else, and because of that, it gives you a little bit of an easier time learning when you have someone outright teaching you what to do. Aizawa also relates their two quirks as it's not a physical ability, and it is a very debilitating situation for them because, it's all physicality with them. Their quirk doesn't give them any kind of advantage. If anything, it's a liability to a certain degree. But Aizawa kind of does his best to encourage Shinso, saying that he would never waste his time on someone who wasn't worth it. And so, Shinso takes this opportunity, using the fast thinking that he has inherited from Aizawa, that quick thinking that'll show that he is worth becoming a hero. He pulls down some pipes from above onto Izuku, and Izuku has no choice but to remember the teachings he has just learned and the ability of the black rope, or the black cords or whatever. Black whip, there we go, that's the name. And he uses that ability to capture and to hold on to the two pipes. So it's this awesome moment where Izuku has finally started to unleash this new power he's just unlocked. But it gives rise to the fact of, how much control does Izuku gonna be able to have over this power? What exactly can Black Whip do? And will the other quirks he has be unleashed in the devastating way that Black Whip was, because it was going all over the place and just utterly crazy. So it gives rise to the question of how effective Izuku will be as a whole. But a very, very interesting chapter. Got some insight into Monoma and how he feels about his situation. Zuko's reluctance in order to, use his powers at all because he doesn't want to harm anyone. Shinso and how he feels that he's at a bit of a disadvantage for the most part, and the encouraging relationship that he has with Aizawa, which really makes it seem like, Class 1A is the place for Shinso, just because, he has that very close relationship with Aizawa that they're showing off. And I really want to see more of it. But hey, tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. What did you feel about this chapter? Did you feel it was a bit of a slow burn for you? Or were you happy that we actually got a decent amount of pages this time around? Lately Horikoshi hasn't been really outputting too much, and I was getting a little worried because I wasn't sure if he was injured or sick or something, but he was still chugging along for the most part, which I'm thankful for. But, tell me your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you like this review, please feel free to give me a like, or if you did, give me a dislike and tell me what I'm doing wrong in the comment section below so that I might better myself for future videos. And how about subscribing, because I'll definitely be bringing you more chapter reviews.